Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you might be in the world today. I'm Dr. Robin Lococo, President and founder of Challenge Champions and Heroes, an organization that looks to bring honor and recognition to the differently abled people of the world and their caregivers, the heroes. Welcome to our show, Real Life Education Through Real Life Stories. And today I have a special guest from NAIROBI, Kenya. His name is Dominic Obadiah, a good friend of mine that we met in Kenya. He is a humanitarian diplomat, a World Civility Ambassador. He's an author and tour guide in Nairobi, Kenya. And he serves his community daily, helping those in need. So welcome, Dominic. How are you today?
I am doing amazing, fabulous, and happy to be here today. I'm so grateful for this day, and I'm so grateful for this opportunity that you've given me and your organization to be able to speak to the world. I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Well, today we're going to talk about the positive steps that are being taken in Kenya concerning the special needs community. So I'd like you to share a little bit about what you do within your community and your perspective of how Kenya is handling the special needs in that country.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lococo. It's been a long journey, but I can only say its purpose, its vision, it's a calling to serve humanity. I want to believe there are so many people all over the world who have the resources and who are economically empowered to be able to change the world and make it a better place than we found it, but they don't do anything. Why? They don't have the drive, they don't have the passion and the will to do it. So for me, I believe service to humanity is service to God. So if you have the desire and passion and purpose to serve, it just comes out automatically, it comes out naturally out of you, and you are able to reach out. You have the thirst and anger to reach out for the people that need your services, especially the people with special needs. So
Yes.
that is what I believe. So my story started way back in a decade, like in 2014, when I discovered my true purpose and calling was to serve humanity. By that time, I was employed and working as a front office manager in a resort in a tourist area called Siana Springs, Masai Mara, uh, here in this country in East Africa. So, so when I discovered what I was supposed to do, what I was called to do, I made a very hard decision and I resigned from my active employment and went into the direction of doing humanitarian work. There was a lot of criticism at that time. I remember it was June 24th when I resigned in the year 2014. There's a lot of criticism from people. Why are you doing this? How is your family going to survive? And why are you okay? I said, I'm okay. I have an urge inside me to serve. So, so from that time, the picture wasn't very clear, but I had this desire to serve and make the life better for other people. So I started by working with an organization called Life Vision. It's Global Life Vision, which helped me understand how humanitarian work. So a group will come from the US and I could be the country president for them here in this country. Then later I became the country for Africa, trying to help on sustainable development options for women and youth. And later we narrowed down to look for people which have special needs so that we can help them in any way possible. So basically we are working on identifying people with special needs within the communities around us. And then we could help with the basic needs, first of all, and showing them love and compassion, and also trying to help with the clothes, food, and also trying to provide shelter for those that didn't have shelter completely. So I did this time. That was back in 2014, 15, 16. until when COVID came. I'd worked with a number of organizations, including Family, Humanitarian Experience, and Global Vision. And then later on, I was able to, when at this time COVID came and everything went down on a standstill.
Yeah.
So if you remember, Dr. Lokoko, there was a lot of shutdown everywhere. And then the government of Kenya at that time, they started cushioning people or organizations or groups of people
From coming
because
in.
by COVID.
Yes.
Some of them were musicians, some of them were academicians, and some of them were doctors, and some of them were in different organizations. But then where I was in my rural area, there was not much that was done for people with special needs. So what I did, I decided, let me be the voice for the voiceless. I came up with this organization, Voice for the Voiceless, that time. And I reached out to my networks and friends, and I could ask them to help me with resources so that I can be able to be of use to show love and compassion to people with special needs. That time, I remember it was during the lockdown. So what I could do during the day, I could go to the local markets, get vegetables, get food, get some stuffs, some detergents, get some clothes, and ask people to point out people with special needs within my community. That's how it all started, with one family, a family of 3 girls that their mother went insane. And then the mother was a single mother. She was not married, and she had mental issues, and she left home, and nobody knows where she is up to today. So this the oldest one was 9 years by that time, and the youngest was about 4 years old, and there were 3 girls. So I had gone to speak to one of the schools in that community. That's when I discovered this family. And how did I discover this family? There was a young girl who was the oldest one. And then this girl, her name is called Valeria. So Valeria had a cleft foot, a foot that is not well developed, that bends backward. And she was walking barefoot after I'd spoken to the pupils. And I felt she was being injured by the strong sand that was getting in contact with her feet directly. So I asked the teacher, is there a way I can help buy shoes for her? Then I remember the teacher telling me, she was a madam, she told me, Mr. Dominic, I don't think you can be able to get a good shoes because our feet is not normal like other children. So I said, but I can do something. I can go to a technician, someone, maybe a company that makes shoes, special shoes for special people like her. Then she said, okay, I give you permission, go and do it. So I went to the hospital, to the section which deals with special needs for those that have got problems with their legs. Then I showed them the picture of this young girl, and they say, Dominic, you know what? We have a mission hospital near you, like a driving distance, that you can take this girl so that she can get free surgery and condition can be corrected. That was a wake-up call for me. So I convinced the grandparents of this young girl, who was 9 turning 10 that time, and then they accepted, and I took the grandmother and the daughter to the hospital called Nyabondo Mission Hospital. So they were at a clinic day, they had doctors coming from all over the world, and they were doing surgery for such kind of cases. So I didn't know, just because I showed up, and then God opened up a door. So I took this girl. Remember, I was looking for someone to make a shoes for her, but I found a solution to correct her leg.
To fix the problem.
Yes, and then I took her in. I remember the operation taking some time. I was a little bit scared because she really cried. And I said, did I make the right decision? I said, okay, if God led me to this, she will not die. So I stayed there. The grandmother ran outside, crying so hard. She thought that the grandchild was going to die. But luckily, the girl survived. And today, her dream was to wear shoes like any other child. And I was able, by the grace of God, to buy her the first shoes. And she was
Oh,
able to her dream.
I love
So
that.
I made a commitment from her. Then I decided, I came to realize there were two other girls. I decided, because it was a very poor family, I decided every other time I have my birthday on May 14th, I fundraise money. I don't celebrate a cake. Instead, I use this money to support this family. That is what I've been doing since 2019 up to today. And
Amazing.
over the years, these young girls have been able to get uniforms to go to schools, school bags, books, textbooks, pencils, and pens. Sometimes I pay school fees, not every other time because they don't have enough resources every time. And then I've been able to build them a better house. They had a grass thatched house. I have evidence, it's all over. I can be able to provide that. I was able to build them a house, a better house, which is iron sheets instead of a grass thatched, which was being rained on. And I was able to buy two goats for them, which have multiplied over time. And they have sold the goats. Now they have a cow and some goats.
Now they
So,
have a little bit of income.
yes, I was trying to bring sustainability into this family. But they don't depend on me so that they can be able to be on their own. Mine is to help them know how to fish and fish their own fish instead of me providing the fish all the time.
Yes, that's very
So that
good.
is, and then after that, another family, another family, another family. I got another family of 6 girls whose parents had died of HIV/AIDS, and
Mm,
these young girls were stigmatized by culture. Here, young girls are not allowed to inherit property, including land. So I took it up, went to the government and told them this cannot be. Where do you expect these young girls to go? Because the uncles wanted to chase away these girls. So I decided to go in with the government, the county administration of where I come from, and we were able to secure their land. And as I speak right now, 2 girls, one has finished high school, waiting to join college. Another one is actually two have finished high school and one is in high school year 3 right now. And
wow.
we provide some sustainable development options here and there in a small way to support this young family of 6 girls who are left orphans. And then there were other cases of special needs children that have helped. A man with no legs near Kisii town, and another one we're able to provide some special chair for him. Another lady, after giving birth, she had complications with her spinal cord. She was never able to walk again. Another young woman, middle-aged, let me say, in her 40s, she was not. She was doing menial jobs because the husband left home and never to come back home. So Mary decided to provide for our family, do many jobs, go into construction sites, help with construction, and then support her family. But
Okay.
unfortunately, she fell from a building and her spinal cord was affected, never to stand up again.
Wow.
So I decided I was able to help with a wheelchair and some few goats here and there, and also provide few things with the family. So after the end of COVID, I was able to reach out to 173 families, especially those with special needs.
That is
Others,
beautiful. And how big is your rural area that you cover?
it started with my home village where I was born in a place called Kisii. Then I went to a neighboring community. It's another county government. In Kenya, we have county governments. I went to
Okay.
Migori County, Kisii County, Nyamira County, and then I went to Narok County. Then I left and moved to another country called Tanzania. I did some projects there and also in Uganda. And then I can say I did it in 3 countries of these 173 people, but a majority of the numbers are coming from my country.
Yes. Wow. That's beautiful work you're doing. So in Nairobi, Kenya, are there programs that you can go to also for help, or are you just basically on your own serving the people?
Okay. We've been engaging the national government with
The
the
government.
debate there. All I can say, even as I was helping, I never knew that I could be recognized internationally for the contribution that I was doing. So, an organization that you know called I Change Nations, that you belong to as well, you
Yes.
are the who honored me as a hero for special needs. That is my first ever recognition internationally, coming from Dr. Lokoko under I Change Nations. It's
Yes.
on record, and I'm really grateful. And then
Thank you.
later on,
I see you have our pin on. Is that
yes,
Challenge Champions, or is that I Change Nations World Civility?
sadly, I don't have a special pin for the special challenge champions. I don't have that one. I haven't received it yet. I hope to receive it someday.
I will
And
get one out to you.
yeah, this is from it's called Builders in Action. It's my
Okay.
fourth recognition that I got from I
Dr.
changed
Ruben
name.
West.
Yes.
Yes.
And then I also got recognition for as an civility ambassador for the work that I'm doing for the community, for being a philanthropist with a cause to change lives, especially those with special needs. And then later on, I've been able to be recognized as a national hero in my country by the sitting president last year in 2023 in October in a town.
Congratulations.
And I also received the highest honor. It could be lifetime award if I was in the US, from a sitting president, but here it's called head of state commendation, just because of what I'm doing. So back to your question. Before I go to the question, I never anticipated to be recognized, but I just because of serving, I have been able to be recognized.
Yeah.
So if on serving and touching lives, your life will be elevated as well, because you will be the light for the people. So my government, what they are doing right now, they are trying to come up with policies that are helping people with special needs. Number one, they are giving zero tax to any person who has special needs, who wants to start a business, or who owns a business, or wants to buy a property, or something like a car. They don't pay the VAT because they are people with special needs. That is the highlights and achievements I can say that we've been able to achieve because of the advocacy that we have had with the government. And also, now people with special needs, they have a special card that they are given so that they can be able to access stipends. Those that don't have anything completely can access from their national county governments once every month. I think it's twice a month now. Twice every once every after 2 months, so that they can be able to given some stipends, something small like $50 or $100, so that they can be able to take care of their families. Also, those families with parents with special needs and who have children, they have something, they pay less of school fees compared to any other person. So those are the things that the government is doing. But when it comes to sustainable development options for the special needs, it's a big gap that I'm calling upon anybody watching this, anybody who has the capacity, any organization that is willing to come to Africa and help reach out. I am ready to support and show direction so that we can be able to reach out many. Because as an individual, I may not be able to reach as many people as possible.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So those listening, please hear that shout out, because we need your help in Nairobi, Kenya. Thank you, Dominic. That's awesome. So that's an interesting program, with the tax exempt. So things are moving in Kenya, and it's exciting. Can you tell me some other areas that have moving forward in Kenya?
Yes. Right now, if you are an organization If you are an individual that wants to support people with special needs, all you need to do is look for an organization that you can collaborate or partner with here in the country. And then if you have donations that you want to give out, they are tax exempt. So when you come at the airport, they will not tax you anything that is meant to go to people with special needs. Or we also have scarcity of wheelchairs and sunglasses for those that who are having impaired sight, and also those that are having mobility challenges. So if there is an organization that is able to help us with wheelchairs, we really appreciate and reach out and support them, because they are our brothers, they are our sisters, they are our parents, and they are our relatives. We are a one family, united together, divided we fall.
Well said. Well said, Mom. So, the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics recently started a disability survey. Have you heard anything about that? They
Yes,
go into the different counties and areas, and they actually do head counts, to get a better idea.
Yes, they started that last year. It's going on. They are trying to find out who are these people that are special, who need special needs, and they're specially challenged, where they are, how they can document them, and how they can support and help them. So yes, it is happening. We are waiting for them to come up with the report. We are helping them wherever possible, so that we can be of service. We can be able to know who they are, how many they are, and where they are, so that nobody is left out.
Amen. Amen. Well, thank you, Dominic, for your time today. Would you like to share your information, that if anybody would like to get a hold of you and donate or help you in any way?
Before I say that, will you excuse me, maybe say something before I say that?
Sure.
I can say we need more awareness. We need more social workers. We need more volunteers to come. There is a lot that needs to be done in this field, trying to serve humanity, especially those with special needs. And there is a lot that needs to be done in a third world or developing country like Kenya. Even when it comes to construction, you find I had a case, a lady came from the US. She works with one of the organizations there. She's a family friend, so she wanted to visit us for lunch. She was not able to access where I live, because I live in the second floor, because we only have, and she was a lady of special needs. I felt so bad. So my message to the Kenyan or African community is, when you are doing construction, when you are building malls, when you are building facilities, consider people with special needs. Nobody wants to be on a special needs category. Sometimes we find ourselves. Sometimes we were born like that for a purpose. Please help us and help them to access these facilities as well. And also show them love wherever you are, because you never know. Some of them are just, they were okay, they were born okay, but they got accidents. Some of them, they lost their sight. Some of them lost their hearing ability. It's not their wish. Some of them are going through cancer, and so many things have happened to them. So show them some love, compassion, and above all, support them. And we can make this world better than we found it, because I believe that way we can be able to show love and make this world better. So,
like I say, every life is valuable and created for a purpose. And we all have our human rights and want to be treated and loved like anybody else.
Yes. And also, as I wind up, I would like to send a strong message, because I'm a humanitarian diplomat, to the United Nations, to be able to support more, do more to people with special needs, set aside funds, reach out to them, especially during the times of calamity, during the floods, during famine, when buildings collapse. Remember, they cannot be able to, during war, these people with special needs, they need to be assisted. They don't need to be included in war zones. They need to be assisted first to be evacuated. Please consider them and come up with proposals and policies that will support more. Especially, we are appealing for more funding in Africa and more capacity building, transparency, and accountability being the guiding stone. Thank you. So
Beautifully said.
Yeah, thank you. So my contact information is, you can find me on Facebook. My name is Ambassador AMB Dominic Obadiah with H, or you can also find me on LinkedIn under the name Dominic Obadiah. You will see this face, or you can find me on Instagram, Dominic_Obadiah. So that is me. And then you can reach out to me on email on DOMI Obadiah OBADIAH @gmail.com. That is my contact information. You can reach out anytime so that we can partner together and help the best we can, because this is the time we have to make change. Our community.
This is the time. So thank you, Dominic. And also, if you would like to reach me to be on real life education through real life stories, you can reach me at robin.challengechampions@gmail.com, or I encourage you to check out my website at www.challengechampionsandheroes.com. So thank you again, Dominique, for the information that you gave us. It's been a pleasure today to have you on my show, and I look forward to working with you more in the near future.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lokoko. I honor you and I respect you for what you're doing. May God bless you and keep you safe so that you can serve more and more.
Amen. And back to you, sir. Thank you. Have a blessed evening.
Have a blessed day too.